Welcome to Magic to Millions,
We document this guy's journey
where I take this stuff.
and turn it into this stuff.
Alright guys, welcome back. So this video today is going to be kind of short, but I think the main talking point we have right now is two things. Ravnica Remastered singles and Secret Lairs. So what do we have going on right now? So for, oh god, I don't know, 20, 15 years? I don't remember the exact date that it got. I think it was 06 is when the reserve list got established. Quote me, someone fixed that? I don't know. Someone can Google me and then tell me I'm wrong, it's fine. But long time ago, when the reserve list got established, it was like the most contentious thing in the world. Like, oh my god, game pieces and blah, 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 expensive. And, well, this isn't fair because now what if I can't get my copies? And blah, blah, blah. So it was done to save the game and blah, blah, blah. Most hated / loved / whatever you want to call it, it is what it is. They do not reprint those cards. They've had some hiccups. They did MTG 30th. They did the Guy's Cradle foil thing, which then also blew up in their face. And they kind of just left it alone. Then Secret Lairs came out. And everyone initially was like, this is cool. This is awesome. But it's the reserve list. Just with a different name. So we have now gone from, oh, well, Secret Lairs are too exclusive, so let's include them in random booster box slots, and let's reprint them as needed and slot them into things. And now Secret Lairs are completely uncollectible. Example is the Walking Dead Secret Lair. I remember those being up in like the hundreds. I sold 2 of them for, I think, 80 a piece. That's a huge, huge, huge decline. We have now announced that we are going to limited run Secret Lairs again with a pre-printed amount to provide them to the end user more efficiently. They're just FOMOing and redoing the reserve list, guys. Like, if you hate the reserve list, you hate this change with Secret Lair. If you love the reserve list, you also hate this change with Secret Lair because you would rather them focus on the reserve list. Me personally, instead of doing Secret Lairs, I would rather they take every set, whether it be a common, uncommon, rare, mythic, I don't care what it is. It could even be one, you could even wait until it's out of standard rotation. Add a couple cards to the reserve list and just call it a day. And it can be like some jank-ass garbage too, like tap for 12 and give everything +1 in the field. Like, I don't even care. It's not about what you make the reserve list. It's about how you do it, right? Be upfront about it and be honest. All WoTC is doing with this change is trying to recreate the reserve list hype, give that FOMO back out there, and make everyone dump their money back into Secret Lairs. Myself included, because I am now sitting here going, dang it, do I need to buy Secret Lairs? My initial gut reaction is no. My brain says maybe. It depends on how they handle the printing. It depends on how they do it. Is it this sale has concluded stuff, or does it actually sell out? My buddy is of the stance that he's going to buy a couple of each and just kind of see. He's going to get those, like, where the big bundles are. He's going to get a couple of them and then call it a day. I don't even know if I want to do that. But we'll see. I may not. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Which leaves the next thing we need to talk about, which is Ravnica Remastered singles. Redid his sale. I believe he sold out of the 3,000 collector's boxes. 4,000 collector boxes is by no means Rudy's largest position of collector boxes. This set had the entire set of lands from the Ravnica block. It had all these amazing reprints. Cyclonic Rift. It has the anime cards. This stuff is tanking in value, and it's still in pre-release. Normally these cards that sell for 120, 110, 100, 200, whatever the crazy numbers are, they're all dipping, like, rapidly. The serialized cards that for the, I think it's the Shocklands. Excuse me, I just ate dinner. I was expecting these, honestly, for the initial runs to sell upwards of like $1,000 to $2,000 because it's a Shockland. It's like the fetch lands. It's like the big land. Like, everyone forks out the money for land and Magic. People are pre-selling these damn things on Facebook for like $300. Like $300! And like, based on the print run of what, it's like 300 serialized shocks, something like that. You're getting one per case, apparently, something like that. So 250,000 boxes, 200,000, whatever you want to call it with magical numbers. You're looking at like $1,200 plus to pull one $300 card. Guys, that's a problem. Serialized cards were supposed to be the savior of Magic. It's the pseudo reserve list without being the reserve list. Everyone's happy. Yay, game pieces! But here's the shitty thing. This doesn't address the problem. The problem is you're overprinting a crap. The shocks with the foils was sick. It's a great idea. Dumping it on Amazon for below distro cost, why I'm not buying it, and was going to, but they didn't drop the price like I expected them to, or hoped they would. Expecting is kind of loose. Hoped is a better term. If you don't fix those actions, people are going to adjust accordingly. I don't know of any stores in my area that bought anything outside of exclusively what was pre-ordered. And some stores in my area just outright refused to order any of that set. Like, they just said, 0, go pound sand, eat one. And I respect that. Like, you straight up turbo-donked stores, you turbo-donked distro, you just crapped on the whole system. Because, again, you're so goddamn greedy, you have to sell direct to consumer on Amazon, and you blew your own foot off in the process to do it. The greed is incalculable, and it's constantly damaging the IP. This new Secret Lair change, regardless of whether it works out or not, is horrible. You're basically recreating an artificial pump and dump of a pseudo reserve list without saying you're making the reserve list, and you're just lying to everyone to do it. It is a bunch of crap. Ravnica Remastered should have immediately been rectified and said, we are sorry, we screwed up. We're going to take it on the chin. Stores, we sold it at X. We're going to make sure you can get it at X. Because that would be fair, and you give stores a huge win. All of a sudden, you turn a PR nightmare into a PR gain. Every store is like scrambling to order it now because they want that cheap product that they know is going to pre-sell for a, Time Spiral Remastered price, which is about $200 to $225 a booster box. And collector boxes will probably be $299. And everyone would have been happy with that. And they're like, oh, cool. But instead, they're like, nah, screw you guys. Give us our dimes and nickels and go pound sand. So stores backed off. And it is a simple cause and effect. And if you do not mitigate your damages when you see them, you're just going to cause problems long term. So until WoTC does this, serialized cards will continue to decline. Secret Lairs are going to turn into a big scalper's dream. It's like the biggest comment that I think I saw on Reddit in the comment chains is, oh boy, scalpers are coming out in force. And they're not wrong, because the minute you tell everyone this is a limited product, guess who's going to go snipe it and then make sure they get their fucking juice at the end of the day? Scalpers, because that's what they do. They don't care about your game. They don't care about your game pieces. They just want their 20 to 50%, and they're going to get it any way they can. And you do not matter. The sooner that this is addressed, the better. We saw it kind of start to turn around a little bit with Ixalan and, just general product control being better. I imagine Ravnica Remastered is going to be the same way, but the problem with Ravnica Remastered is the singles are not worth crap. And the biggest problem with that is the stuff that is expensive is nosediving, and we haven't even hit release weekend. I don't think this is even pre-release weekend, actually. I think this is pre-release weekend. So yeah, we're like a week early, 2 weeks early to this dip that's already hitting singles. Like, Old Border fetches from Modern Horizon 2 were selling for, I think Tarn was like 110 or something. The Island one was like 130. Like, the crappy one, the Swamp one, was like 80. The ones from Rav Remastered are selling for $30. Like $50 for the foils, $40 for the foils. They're not much. Like, that's a problem. Like, if you're going to tank your own IP, do it strategically at least. Like, come on, guys. The Secret Lair thing is, while kind of dirty and underhanded, they just don't want to call it a reserve list, I at least respect it because they're properly marketing it as a limited release, and provided they do a limited release, it will do incredible. every single secret layer will go from selling 1,000, 2,000 units to selling 5,000 to 10,000 units, or whatever the number is, because they're going to blow through them, because the scalpers are going to move in mass, the players are going to move in mass, because everyone's going to hit that FOMO. That's a good thing if channeled correctly. In this case, I feel like it's incorrectly done, just because trying to recreate a pseudo reserve list is not the way to do it. But yeah, guys, that's kind of where we're at. So moving into Murders of Carlisle Manor, I believe that's the first set that we see play packs as well. We'll see how that goes. I think the general reception is most people don't really seem to care. Prices are about the same. Set boxes stay the same. Collector boxes stay the same. Set boxes just have 12 more packs, and the price went up by 50%. Sucks if you're buying boxes, but at least, you know, if you're buying 3 boxes, buy 2 instead, and your cost is the same. So it doesn't really do a whole lot of changing, but we'll see how the singles do with the adjusted ratios and stuff, and, you know, go from there. And I think the other thing we should talk about is, again, we go back into that double standard with WoTC. They're like, you are not allowed to use AI generated art. And if you use AI generated art, we will not publish your card art on our cards. And all the artists are like, huzzah, let's go. And then they went and used AI generated art and lied about it. Like, God, guys, like, if you're gonna do it, just own up to it. Be like, oh, yep, it got past QC and we made a mistake. And everyone's like, oh, okay, cool. But now instead you have them lying, and then artists are now protesting, and then other artists are like, oh, well, crap, I feel like I have to draw the line in the sand. And now everyone wants to draw a line in the sand. Just own up to that crap and move on. Like, call it a day. It got past quality control. We didn't realize what it was. We apologize and move on. And don't apologize to the general public. Apologize to the artists, the people that you made your promise to. That's the big mistake. You don't apologize to everyone. You apologize to the artists, the ones that you screwed by double standarding it. They're the ones you apologize to. You don't apologize to everyone. That's how you also bone yourself. You just say our bad and move on. And that's it. Move on. Good to go. Instead, you lie about it, and then a couple days later, then you're like, oh, I'll retract my statement. Like, now you done shot yourself in the foot again. So the new year is not looking great. We're starting off with a pretty gnarly record here. We'll see how we do. But on that note, though, guys, thank you for the support in the channel. Comment down below. Would you guys like to see 3 videos a week? Are you okay with the 2? Is there more content you want from me? Do you want to see more event stuff? Do you want me to go to like draft nights on like Thursdays? You know, let me know what you guys want to see in the channel and help me kind of guide the content for you guys so I know what you guys want. Do you want to see more openings? My dual Everfest and, you know, double Masters, double something did really great. It had a lot of view throughput on it. It was awesome. And, you know, I appreciate that. And on that note, though, guys, I am going to go ahead and cut this one and wrap it up. I'm about to go on a trip. I will be doing some more travel and stuff and getting some extra work hours in and continuing the grind as we enter 2024. This is the year we quad up. We're quadding up, guys. Stay with the party. Stay with the show. If you guys need Flesh and Blood heavy hitters cases, let me know. I did work out that deal with Distro. I did have one person come reach out to me, and I gave them a really great rate for boxes because of that. If there's someone else that would like some boxes, I will give you a good price, but not that good of a price. That is the bonus for watching the videos and listening. So thank you to who did that. You know who you are, and enjoy the boxes when I get them to you, brother. On that note, though, guys, have a good one. Have a great day. Stay safe out there, and stay frosty, guys. Bye.